You chilled the first time you saw it.
There are 7 deadly sins: gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, pride, lust, and envy. 7. You can expect 5 more of these.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Your heart jumped the first time you watched it.
Jesus, you were gonna kill that guy!
Of course, I'm a Terminator!
In a world where any movie franchise can be combined with another, Sarah Connor and the Terminator are thrust together with Detective Somerset and Detective Mills to help solve a killer who is taking out sinners and to prevent the machines from killing John Connor's mommy.
The whole thing goes, the future's not set. There's no fate but what we make for ourselves.
Hemingway once wrote, "The world's a fine place and worth fighting for." I agree with the second part. Chill out, dickwad!
It's 7T2.
Wait. The movie is called 72?
No. 7, as in 7 the movie starring Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman, then a slash, and then T2, as in Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
That may be the stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
Your problem is the title. The whole concept of the movie is super stupid. Did you come up with this in kindergarten?
No. Did I tell you it's also in 3D?
So the whole title is 72 3D?
Forever.
Yep, that's pretty dumb. These movie trailers have really gone downhill.
Why do you think I made Jackie be the narrator? I was hoping people would think she wrote it.
Nice moves, ass nuts.
Yep, pretty dumb. Well, let's just go back in time to when we were funny. Chill out, dickwad!
Stinker Madness. Stinker Madness. Stinker Madness. We got the Stinker Madness.
Hello and welcome to Stinker Madness. I've got Sam and I've got Jackie. I'm your host, Justin. How are you guys?
Doobie-doobie, feeling groovy.
Great.
I'm fine.
Well, it is a very special episode of Stinker Madness, as all episodes of Stinker Madness are, because it's a podcast about bad movies, and that just makes it special, I guess.
This one's more special than all the ones previous, but it might not be as special as the next one. You'll have to wait and find out.
Okay, well that's riveting commentary. We're in our final 3 weeks of being in our temporary studio, so if you do hear some background noise, that is Jackie's parents listening to some comedy show. I don't know what that's all about, but just go ahead and ignore that part.
That's right. We're podcasting from their parents' house.
Yes, from a temporary studio. It's a pair of 50ites.
I like that you put it in the last 3 weeks.
Yep, just 3 weeks to go until we're in our new studio.
Not the last week. Last 3 weeks.
Just the last
3.
21 more days.
Hey, man, at least we're not homeless. But we are getting a brand new place.
Yeah, great.
So it'll have a much nicer studio. We got some sweet plans, and our sound quality is going to go way up with the new studio. So hopefully you'll enjoy that when it finally comes around.
And hopefully we're going to get we've been talking about the dog poop sound effect, but, everybody but me is on board. Or wait, everybody except me is on. I'm on board. Nobody else likes it.
Nobody likes dog shit, Sam. Nobody likes dog shit.
Although there were some in the community pool this week when I went swimming.
That was pretty gross. Jackie swam in poop this week.
I did.
You sure it wasn't Baby Ruth?
Baby Ruth.
No, it was at the bottom of the pool, and it brushed against my foot, and I looked down, and I'm like, you know how the water kind of starts to settle when you stop moving? And I'm like, oh, god damn it, that's a dog turd. And then just to make sure, I stepped on it a little bit to make sure that it was smushy. And it was, because I thought, well, maybe it's a walnut.
Well,
no,
at that
it was
point,
a
you're
turd.
already poopy. You're either walnutty or poopy, and you were already poopy, so
yeah, thank God I don't
squish into it.
That's some solid dog shit right there.
Yeah.
Be sitting at the bottom of a pool and not just disintegrating.
What are you feeding your dog? Anyways, unfortunately, there will be no streaming do's and don'ts this week. We are going to table it for a week because Jackie and I watched nothing that you could be involved in the conversation with, Sam. So we're going to skip that. However, if you do pay attention to StinkerMadness.com, you may have seen a very riveting blog post that I wrote this week. I have finally nailed down my top 10 most awesome bad movie staples. My stinker staples, if you will. Would you like to hear them? Well, guess what? You don't have a choice.
Oh,
I thought we
okay.
were voting.
Because we're low on material. Now, I would appreciate at any point if anybody, after I got through the top 10 list, interjected something that I may or may not have missed. Starting with number 10, sobriety superpowers.
Oh?
Would anybody like to guess what sobriety superpowers
Well, I already
are?
read the blog post, so...
Oh, well, then you're out. Jackie?
Um,
No, you don't have a guess. Okay. So sobriety superpowers are when somebody in a film has been drinking heavily and then they have to go do something, and so they instantly sober up. They can do whatever the hell they need to do. They're instantly sober. Drinking has no effect on anybody in the cinematic universe unless they want it to be. It's almost like a will thing, like, I think I'm going to be drunk right now. And then you're just not the next minute.
Huh.
fascinating.
Number 9.
Do you have any examples of number 10?
Yeah, number 10. The most well-known is Jeff Goldblum in Independence Day, where he freaks out about the end of the world, and then, wait, did you say virus? And then he writes a computer code for an alien spaceship that he's never been on or seen or had anything to do with.
Or Randy Quaid in the same movie.
Oh, yeah, Randy Quaid gets sober instantly, too.
Yes, he does.
More coffee!
I can fly.
Yeah.
I'm a pilot.
At least he was drinking coffee.
Like 1 cup of coffee.
Bloomy just went from drunk as shit to instantly sober.
And now he's Iron Eagle.
Yeah. Number 9. Better take our shirts off.
That's a superpower?
No, these aren't superpowers. These are just bad movie staples.
Oh.
These
This
are
is definitely a horror movie thing.
Nope, it is not.
Oh.
This is at the end of the movie, or in the middle of the movie if it's American Kickboxer 2, where,
You're fighting.
one guy's got his shirt off. I'm fighting him. I probably better take my shirt off too.
Well, I mean, there's really an advantage if you're wearing a shirt for the other guy, because he could grab your shirt.
Mm-hmm.
You grab your shirt and then use it against you. Tie you up in your own shirt. If
Are
you
you
take
sure-
your shirt off, you don't have that problem. He's going to have to grab your chest hair or your nipples or something like that. And then he's not going to have as much luck unless
Wouldn't
you've got
that be
a lot of chest hair or giant nipples.
Then wouldn't that be like a moot point because you've got rid of one weakness only to open up 2 more weaknesses?
Well, if you have the giant nipples or long chest hair, you're in bad shape. You just leave
I
the
have
shirt
seen
on.
many 80s action movies. All of the men have giant nipples and hairy chest.
Not giant enough to like just grab on like it's a hot dog or something like that. It's like a joystick, and you just start playing Nintendo with the guy, but beating him up.
Yeah, I like the. I don't know why, but it just seems ridiculous to me when it's like, oh, your shirt's off. Well, I better take mine off too. I think it's a guns out, suns out.
Suns out, guns out
thing.
Yeah.
Sam, you're looking cool. I'm gonna look cool.
Oh yeah,
Number 8, not understanding how the phone works.
that's only the like, Ben Affleck movies.
It's usually Ben Affleck. Yes. It also
It's only Ben Affleck.
only Ben Affleck shouts at the
And it's
answer
like in
machine.
his contract or something. Or actually, when they're shooting the movie, and the script girl's on the stage, she's like, phone rings, and he's like, he doesn't get it, and everybody's confused, and they just roll with it. They're like, no, Ben doesn't understand how the phone works. Just let him work. Let him perform his art here. And then he yells the things at the answering machine.
Yeah, that was my classic example was Ben Affleck in Phantoms asking who the answering machine was.
Who are you?
Who are you? An answering machine, dumbass.
Yeah.
Number 7, the bad guy is bad because,
Oh, the Stephen King evil is evil because it's evil?
or not necessarily that, but where the hero of the film, things have already happened that the audience has seen, that the viewer has seen, to make them aware of, oh, this guy's real bad. What a bad guy. But then the hero just like is pulling into town in his car one day and he sees the bad guy and also gains the knowledge that we all have.
Now, is that actually a superpower, though, for the good guy, that he's able to instantly identify D-bags? Because it's always like they give him a look. He's like, oh, I know this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I dealt
stink
with
eye.
this guy the last 8 towns I rode my motorcycle, drove my 73 Malibu, whatever it is. Like, whatever coolness you brought to town, you came through 8 just like him.
I've seen you before, mister, and I know where this is headed.
Like,
We're both going to have to take our shirts off.
This is the guy that's going to help me get a couple of free dinners, a couch to sleep on, and probably laid with a lady that wears a flower dress.
Flower dresses are really prominent.
Because
in
there's
movies
always,
like that.
you
Yeah.
know, he comes to town and he recognizes the bad. There's always the lady.
The lady
Yeah.
has the flower dress.
No,
and then
The
they
bad guy is actually just a vehicle
to get to the flower dress.
for a bum to sort of just mooch off of the town and then bang a lady.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good call.
And she's like, oh.
That's the entire plot of Footloose.
Yeah. Or every movie.
Yeah. Number 6, the lifeless dummy.
Just falling.
Just falling, arms
Like-
flailing.
I love that.
It's-
It's
When-
funny.
Hey, we're in the top 6.
Yeah.
This is the big
My
guns.
favorite of the lifeless dummy is like both hands are pointed in the same direction. The feet are pointed in that direction. For whatever reason, the torso can't keep up. And then the head is turned upwards. The head is looking at the sky and it's like pointing down. Feet and hands ahead. Because the only thing that's heavy are the shoes and the plastic hands. Everything else is just clothes with some stuffing in it.
The best one I've seen recently was in Cyborg, where the arms and legs did not move at all. It was like a mannequin. It wasn't even a dummy with joints. So it was just a mannequin falling face first while going, ah! It was 80 yard, ah! So it's making this horrible scream sound, but its arms aren't moving at all while it's falling to its death.
It's planking to
yeah,
its
it's
death.
planking to
Yeah.
its death. The lifeless dummy. We can't ever forget Beastmaster. Number 5, unlimited ammo.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Chuck Norris,
Cobra.
Cobra, Schwaz, Commando,
The FP.
the FP. That is true. I think we all understand and appreciate the unlimited ammo. Number 4, freeze frame credits.
Yeah, you know, anytime that it, especially if there's a freeze frame with a jumping power fist.
Or high five.
Yeah. That's-
Anything awesome.
When you know,
Jump in a truck, which just doesn't happen enough, but
it's almost like they know that, wow, we just filled this person's eyes with shit. Let's
guys-
give them something awesome. Freeze frame, high five. And you're like, oh, that's pretty awesome.
or even
Oh, fuck, I just got fucked by the last hour and a half. Oh, fuck.
I like to think of the freeze frame credits as look what you just saw. Booyah. Now watch our names. Like, holy shit, now these people are like it's in your face because it's like,
So
I
it
just did this to you.
It just had sex with you, and it's
Yeah,
like, say my name,
Yep.
bitch.
Exactly.
Glenn, I'm Steve. Well, you can read that here.
Number 3, this one should be fairly obvious. Anybody want to guess what my number 3 top 10 stinker staple is?
Boobs.
Talking dog.
No, Talking Dog did not make the list.
Talking
Animals.
dog should be honorable mention.
I haven't really seen a whole lot of movies that are like not children's movies that have talking dogs.
Look
in
who's
them.
talking now.
Ugh, that's a children's
Deformed
movie.
supervillain.
Oh my god, it's Truckin.
Truckin'.
Oh.
Duh.
I thought that was really just sort of how you win an Academy Award in Hollywood. Do you think has there been a movie involving trucking that has ever been considered good? Supposedly Jackknife with Ed Harris and Robert De Niro's good, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, I've never seen one. I have never ever seen one. There's movies that have trucking. I kid you not, every movie has an element of trucking in it someplace. You can always find an
Well,
element of trucking.
America is built on the highways and
Right.
delivery system of trucking.
But a trucking genre movie that is good,
No, usually when you get
Tango
into
and Cash?
well, that's awful. that's a buddy cop movie. I'm thinking like Convoy, which is even worse.
Convoy sucks.
Convoy sucks.
God.
Smoking the Bandit.
That's a
there's
sweet ass
Truckin',
trucking
yeah.
movie.
That is trucking.
I don't think it ever won any awards, but it should have
No.
won them all.
Number 3, exiting by an unopened window. You can't come in through the window. This is different. It's only going out.
So just jumping through the window.
Jumping through the
like-
window.
When you start to count how many glass breaks are in a Steven Seagal movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
My favorite is you get bonus points for when you have like a panic face, like holy shit, and then you go through the window.
No, I wanted at the end. I can't remember which James Bond movie it is when there's like the two dork bad guys that are like super geniuses, and the one has like shish kebabs, and they're gonna kill James Bond, and then he like holds up the shish kebabs and then catches on fire,
Oh yes,
and then jumps off the side
Yes.
of the boat while
If
he's
you're
on fire.
on fire,
They needed to
you get
just
bonus
like
points.
there should have been people walking through with a window that he could have jumped through right then,
Mm-hmm.
and it would have been perfect.
There's 3 ways to get bonus points: make a goofy face while in a panic, be on fire, and then land without breaking your legs. It has to be from a high window too.
Or when the dummy lands on its head and then it like just cuts to a shot of the guy,
Guy
getting up.
Yep. Leaving through the open window is number 2. Number 1, the exploding helicopter.
See, I think that there's exploding helicopters in good movies.
In every movie ever is an exploding chopper. I kid you not.
So I think that we've forgotten one,
Okay.
as you were saying.
Yeah, bring it.
The car that or motorcycle that jumps
Uh-huh.
and obviously doesn't make it through.
Ooh, yeah.
So
That's
like
a good one.
it noses down and you can
Uh-huh.
tell that it's a
And then drives away. Cut
yeah,
again,
and then it
drives
cuts
away.
and it's just burning out. But you can tell that what really happened is it got folded in half. Or in American Ninja when he jumps over the wall on the motorcycle and you see the stuntman bash his face against the windshield of the motorcycle and he's obviously going to the hospital. Cut to a shot, motorcycle
Dudikoff,
just
looking
Dudikoff
sweet.
peeling out.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, the poorly cut jump.
Jumping car almost made the list, but it got cut for Sobriety Superpowers. Because I think Sobriety Superpowers are just so dumb. So dumb. Jackie, do you have any sinker staples that are your favorite?
Naked boobs
Yeah.
right before the serial
can't-
killer kills
You
them.
can't do that. Well, you can do it right before the serial killer kills them, but boobs are in good movies too.
I think the way she's gone into something though, like when you have the plot has accelerated.
Mm-hmm.
There's things happening in the movie. He's about to stab her. Just a shot of some tits
Mm-hmm.
right before they're not there anymore. And it happens a lot.
Oh,
and I
it's-
think she's absolutely right.
It's a classic maneuver of one Jim Wynorski.
Yeah.
Better get them out before they're dead.
Yep.
One last dance. No more birthdays for these twins.
You know what the opposite of that one is? Is the one that's like, is she gonna do it? Is she gonna get him out? Oh, she's dead. She didn't get him out. She flirted with it the whole goddamn time. Didn't get him out.
The tight see-through T-shirt types.
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah, that's usually more of a, yeah. Sam, give us your good neighbor, bad neighbor this week, because it's your pick with 7.
So the gals
The
in
gals.
the chesties
Uh-huh.
are mostly unknown. You'd remember them when you see them.
Okay.
I'm gonna sort of go to a playmate that you've heard of. I'm gonna do playmates.
Okay. All right. Most
This
of
is
them
gonna
have started
be a chesty
movies.
movie.
I'm guessing Erika Eleniak is in this.
Well, why don't we
Pam
just
Ann,
start
whatever.
with
Okay, go
Erika
ahead.
Eleniak, but
She has to be from a movie.
Erika Eleniak from Under Siege. Good neighbor, bad neighbor.
Oh man, that's a tough one.
It is tough because she's willing to help.
She's willing to help.
She's chesty.
She doesn't seem.
It's at the top of
completely
Erika Eleniak's
stupid.
looks. She doesn't ever look any better than she looks in that movie.
Oh man, but
She
she's
can use a
kind
gun
of
better
dumb.
than the douchebag.
Yeah.
She's better than half of the
She's
Navy.
better than half of the Navy.
Chesty, willing to help. Chesty. She knows how to get out of a cake. Like, if you ever trapped her in a cake,
Yeah, but she didn't make the cake.
like, say you have a really bad neighbor, like Eddie Murphy's your other neighbor,
Oh,
and he traps you and Erika Eleniak from Under Siege in a cake, she'll help you out.
Because she's willing to help.
She's willing to help, and she knows how to just pop right out of a cake. I mean, these are good things to have if you're a neighbor.
Good neighbor. I don't see why she couldn't be why she couldn't be a good neighbor. I have no bad neighbor qualities. She's just chesty and willing to help.
I know she's flirting with the best neighbor.
Yeah, and she's a crack shot, so
She could,
help you kill squirrels.
yes.
Yeah, you have a barbecue. Like, can you finish these ribs? And later on, I'm going to need you to get out of that cake without your shirt on. She's like, oh, you know what? That's right in my wheelhouse.
I can help with that.
I'm willing to help.
All right, that's 3 good neighbors.
3 good neighbors. Pam Anderson from Barbed Wire.
Bad.
Oh,
Real
gross.
bad.
Have you guys seen Barbed
I
Wire?
have
Yes.
seen Barbed Wire.
I used to live next to a guy who was in Barbed Wire, and he didn't like talking about it.
Oh, I bet not. Oh man, Barbed Wire.
Oh, no. Bad neighbor.
I think she's a little too eager to
Blow.
stand in the rain and get her chesticles out
To be bad at action.
and to be bad at action.
She would be the one that would be trying to tightrope walk on your fence, with a gun just for practice. And then she would accidentally fall into your pool But
She'd
as
shoot
on the
your
way
dog with-
down, she'd be shooting, and shoot your household dog and your car and be like, oh, God, I'm really sorry about that.
But it was just a soft air gun, so now you've got a one-eyed dog and a big ding in your Jag.
Mhm.
So it's not even like permanent. It's just like, God damn it.
Yeah, I don't like.
Not to mention, if you're
I don't like
a lady,
barbed wire.
she's going to be like, can I borrow some hairspray? Or no, because you're never getting it back.
Why do you want the hairspray back?
Because hairspray is expensive if you buy good stuff.
Yeah. I think she's more of an Aquanet lady, so.
Yeah, you could be right on that. I'd be like, sorry, I don't have any Aquanet.
Bad neighbor.
Bad neighbor.
Bad neighbor.
This one's a stretch because she's barely a Playmate, even though she's been in Playboy a bunch of times.
Playmate
And
of
it's
the
not
year,
really from a movie.
2005, Victoria Stilstead.
No, she's... yeah. Farrah Fawcett from Charlie's Angels.
Oh, with the poster and shit. I'm going to be honest. I didn't watch a whole lot of Charlie's Angels.
They're idiots.
They're idiots. Oh, man.
But she would be a good neighbor because she'd be always trying to blend in and
I think
help.
their house gets blown up a couple times.
Oh, well, screw that in the beehole. No way.
She's not one of the Duke boys, which I think are both bad neighbors.
Bad neighbers.
So
Uncle Jesse's the worst neighbor.
Oh, God.
Uncle Jesse needs you to fix his toilet all the goddamn time. And then he's like, I'll get you some of that moonshine. You're like, okay, you're just fucking laying down turd loaves all the time and I never get any moonshine. You're not even really my uncle.
Farrah Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett is better than Uncle Jesse, but I think that any of the Charlie's Angels would be bad neighbors.
What about Valerie Bertinelli?
Valerie Bertinelli's not a Playmate or in Charlie's Angels or
Wait,
anything.
what's the one that shows up after the one of them died?
There's like 6 of them.
Sally Fields or
No.
the short dark-haired lady?
No.
All
Share
right.
it with that. Yeah, no.
You guys out there know who I'm talking about?
No.
The short dark-haired lady.
Yeah, there's a brunette, a redhead, and Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah, Farrah
And
Fawcett.
then Farrah Fawcett leaves, and there's another blonde chick, and then she leaves. And then there's another blonde chick.
So I got one thing to go on. She's an idiot.
Well, there's also there's the swarm. The 3 of them live together,
Oh, yeah.
which I think makes it worse.
But maybe they are so like incognito that they would be like, hey, do you guys have any sugar? Of course we have sugar. It'd be like living next to the Stepford wives without them killing you. They just, of course we have sugar. You could just get them to agree to anything. Like, hey, normal neighbor, completely not weird neighbor, would you change my car oil for me? Yes, of course we would. Please do not suspect us of being spies.
And then they would fuck up your car. They don't change any oil.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're idiots. Never mind. No, bad neighbors.
Bad neighbors.
Bad neighbor.
All
I already
right.
said it.
3 for 3, man. We have yet to hit a good neighbor in a while. I think
No,
Blade
we-
was the
we-
last one.
Erika Eleniak.
Oh, Eric Laney.
Yeah, we
just
said good
just
neighbor.
tonight. Just not 5 minutes ago.
Chesty and willing to help.
Chesty and willing to help.
All right, tell us about 7, directed by Andy Sidaris, Sam.
Well, thank you for stealing my opening line.
7,
Directed by
Andy.
Andy. No, it's not.
Comma, Sam.
I think that you should. I love your helping. You're good at helping.
He's willing to help.
So,
And he's chesty.
you're no Erika Eleniak. I'll tell you that much.
It's only because I'm missing
But this
a
is
cake.
the worst part about Erika Eleniak from Under Siege being a good neighbor. She has a full name, and none of us know what it is, despite having seen that movie 10 times apiece.
She also will not shut the fuck up. She's a jabberjaws in that movie.
7 was made in 1979. Beyond Stinker Madness legend, Andy Sidaris, who provided the story outline, produced and directed this film. The other producer is one Melvin Simon. Simon would be most remembered for bringing us the great joy that is Porky's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love that show.
Yeah, Porky's is
Everybody
a good
fucking
movie.
loves Porky's because it's hilarious. Porky's is one of those universals. Like I don't know that I've met a lot of people that have not liked Porky's.
sucks. No,
Either
fucking
you've
your
not
face sucks,
seen
man.
it or you love it.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Other production highlights for Simon include my personal favorites: Zorro the Gay Blade, starring George Hamilton,
Mhm.
and The Stuntman, starring Steve Railsback. You will remember him from Life Force, but you should remember him for Turkey Shoot, or the American title Escape 2000. The Stuntman also featured Barbara Hershey and Peter O'Toole. It is one of my most recommended films. This film, 7, stars one William Smith. With 273 acting credits to his name, people should call the Fresh Prince the other Will Smith, because he is the other William Smith.
Damn.
You have seen him 100 times.
Gauntlet has been thrown, Will.
Oh, just wait, Will Smith.
Does Will Smith?
Jiggy with it, guy.
Yeah.
Will Smith have a
Big Willie style?
a buddy like DJ Jazzy Jeff?
So think of Big Willie style. I'm going to tell you about William Smith style here.
Okay.
You've seen him 100 times.
Sure.
You'll remember
273 to
when
be
I
exact.
say that he played Conan's dad in the Milius Helm-Schwarz epic, you will say, "Oh yeah, that guy." And then you'll remember how much ass he kicked in those biker fucking movies or Invasion of the Bee-Girls. Hell, he even did an episode of Adam West's Batman. He started acting at the age of 8. Now here's where he has Will Smith nailed to the ground. William Smith was the last TV commercial Marlboro man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man, that means he's super handsome.
Well, this guy's stacked beyond belief.
He's swarmy or smarmy. Wait, what is it when you're like
Swarthy?
Swarthy, yeah.
So he was the final Marlboro man to be seen on TV. He won the 200-pound class World Arm Wrestling Championship numerous times, also won the Air Force Weightlifting Championship.
Did he win a semi-truck as his reward?
No.
Oh.
He did boast a 31-1 record as an amateur boxer, also played semi-pro football in Germany, competed in motocross and downhill skiing competitively. If you were the toughest dude ever, you would be lucky to suck this guy's dick. All that and brains, too? Smith has a master's degree in Russian studies from UCLA, a degree he used to hold both CIA and NSA clearance during the Korean War when he was, doing secret missions.
What? This guy's a total badass.
In terms of his acting career, that thing he did most of the time, he has been called the greatest villain actor of all time. I will not argue. I will agree. For God's sakes, he shot and raped Miss Kitty in fucking Gunsmoke.
Yeah.
To go back to bodybuilding, his arms measured 18.5 inches, and he held the record for reverse curling his own body weight. There is a rumor, and I think I have heard Arnold Schwarzenegger say this in an interview, that seeing William Smith in a magazine got him to start bodybuilding.
Damn. That's high praise.
High praise. There's very little else to be mentioned about this film.
Oh my god, I'm so excited about this film now.
So keep an eye out for Martin Cove, who you may mistake for Charles Napier, Barbara Lay, who you won't mistake for her huge boobs, and Art Matrano, that guy who likes hand grenades in Malibu Express.
Marlboro Man's in this. Yay!
You remember Art Matrano?
The guy that likes hand grenades in Malibu Express.
So there's the two bodybuilder guys in
Uh-huh.
Malibu, and then there's the short squatty guy that has the hand grenade and blows himself up with it.
Yeah.
That's Art Matrano.
right.
The best actor in Malibu Express is also in this film.
Right on. Well, none of us have seen Seven
7, no.
in
Nope.
this room.
And it's brought to us by the man who gave us Malibu Express and the other man who gave us Porky's. So all of a sudden, William Smith, it's high hopes. High hopes.
The only thing that I fear about this is that it's Andy Sidaris' second movie, and the first one I've heard is just a shitty version of Malibu Express. And it's not part of the 12 movies, Girls, Guns, and G-Strings. I'm almost fearful that there's a reason that they never bought it.
When she can't get a hold of it is what she said.
Oh.
Yeah, she's been trying to when I talked to her. She said that she's been trying to get a hold of both of them, but hasn't been able to get a hold of this one especially because it's tied up in some rights that got bought by probably some of the same things that happened when all those reality TV guys started buying movies at auction, and then they just keep the canisters in their garage and let them rot, basically. But
Well, this one's Rare Blood. I think the only way you're going to be able to get it is
Yeah.
on DVD via Amazon or VHS if you got a copy. So we'll see how it works out. Listen to us again on Monday, and in the meantime, get to the chopper.
Thank you for listening to Stinker Madness. If this is your first time, we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll come back to listen more. But now, we'd like to ask all of our listeners for a small favor. We aren't ranking as high as we'd like, and we need your help. Would you please take just a couple of minutes to rate and review us on your preferred listening platform, be it iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever else you can. It takes many hours each week to bring you this show, and just a couple seconds of your time is a huge help for us. And for those of you that have already done this, we say thank you.